I am Lindsay, and I'm here with Alec today to chat about AI and how to prevent AI from scraping PDFs with something called TDMRep. I thought now with AI accelerating as quickly as it is, that now would be a good time to kind of chat about this in a little bit more detail because, as everybody knows, AI is everywhere and is kind of taking over. I wanted to chat with you today about what people need to know about AI scraping their PDFs.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so before we get into the questions, would you mind just briefly explaining your role at Datalogics?
Yes, I'm a support rep. So people tell me about problems they're having. Either, they could be bugs or they just have questions on how to best optimize their workflows or, some very specific technical questions. And it's my job to take in those requests and either just answer on the spot or pass it off to engineering if I think it needs more deep expertise or if it requires a bug fix.
Okay, so let's get into the first question. So the first question I have for you is, can you explain kind of in a nutshell how AI can scrape PDFs and what it can do with the data within those PDFs?
Yeah. So essentially AI, and when we say AI, we're particularly talking about large language models
Mhm.
such as ChatGPT and the like. They will consume entire documents during the training process. And the actors behind these models and their training processes, they cast a very wide net
Mhm.
in the training. So you'd be surprised what documents they'd be able to find if it's publicly accessible, of course.
Mhm.
And once that document is consumed by the model, the data in that document can be used however the actor sees fit.
Okay. And next question is, can you kind of explain? So we're going to be talking about TDM Rep, which stands for Texted Data Mining Protocol. Is that right?
TDMRep stands for Text and Data Mining
A
Reservation Protocol.
reservation protocol. Got it. Okay.
Quite a
Um,
mouthful.
yes, for sure. Do you mind explaining what that is in practical terms?
Yeah, it's essentially just a means by which we can, one, express rights reservation over content, and two, provide information on how to legally obtain permission to use that content if
Mhm.
desired by the author.
Okay.
TDMRep is a protocol created by the W3C, and it's essentially just metadata. That's all it is.
Oh, okay. So using our software, how can TDM rep be implemented into it?
Yep, it's quite simple. So TDMRep is just a block of metadata that goes into a PDF. And so APFL does this just by using our metadata insertion
Mm,
functions. For
hmm
example, in the .NET interface, we have set XMP metadata property in the
Okay.
document class.
Okay.
So essentially, you're just inserting the TDMRep specific metadata into the PDF. And when the AI model happens upon this PDF,
hmm
it may see this, which expresses rights reservation.
Gotcha. Okay. And for people who want to see, we have code samples that show this, right?
Yes, we do. Yeah. And
Okay.
I mentioned that in the KB article.
Amazing. So, as far as being concerned with AI scraping PDFs, what kind of industries, what kind of people should be concerned about AI scraping their PDFs, and like how should they kind of be aware of what they need to do, or if they might be implicated in having their PDF scraped by AI?
Yeah, in my opinion, I think that any person or institution with one or more publicly accessible documents should be concerned about AI consuming those documents. But especially if those documents contain any sensitive information, such as personal info or industry secrets.
Yeah, so things like legal, especially, or
Right.
financial
Yeah.
information,
Could be legal things, financial,
healthcare.
healthcare. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, that stuff shouldn't be public anyway. But
No,
if it
you're right.
were,
Yeah, but in
and
case.
AI finds it, AI can do whatever it wants with it.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
So a note I want to leave on that is that while TDM rep cannot physically prevent public documents from being consumed, it provides a framework, again, by which we express the rights over the documents should an LLM trainer find them.
Okay.
It's less of a gate, more of a sign on your PDF's front door that says, please knock before entering.
Got it. So it's basically giving them permission
Yes or not.
or not, right? Okay. And finally, if somebody would rather allow AI to scrape their documents for whatever reason, is there a way to do that as well?
Yes, the process would be exactly the same. you would just set the value differently in the TDMRep metadata to allow the scraping.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or, more specifically to express that certain rights are not reserved and that there is no contact or payment or whatever required to access that data.
Yeah, there's no barrier in the way.
Yes. Yeah. And as I said, everything is expressed in more detail in the knowledge base article that I've written.
Excellent. Speaking of that, I'm going to, in the description of this video, I'm going to add the KB article as well as the article that we put together a while back for more resources if people want to learn more.
As always, if you have any other questions, contact Datalogics support, tech_support at datalogics.com, and either I or one of my colleagues will answer it.
Thank you so much for your time. And like I said, I'm going to link those articles in the description here if you want to learn more about it.